This is the End, which is a hilarious movie that I'm going to talk about right now. You're like, man, that's clickbait. We thought this was like the end of your channel, or you had cancer and was going to die or something like that. You made it sound all dramatic. And you're just going to do a movie review? Yeah, I'm going to do this movie review, and then I got a few others. And I don't like this. It sounds like discs are flying around in here. And they are. But it's just the DVD. Not a big deal. Fixed it. But yeah, I forgot how hilarious this movie was. This is funny. And you guys already know that I'm not a big Seth Rogen fan. I think he's kind of a douchebag. However, this is probably one of his best movies. And I think it's because he's not the biggest douchebag in this movie. That Jay guy is. His friend, Jay. He's the biggest douchebag. So when you compare them side by side, Seth Rogen actually comes off as a cool dude. Yeah, that Jay guy, what a dickhead. Who could be friends with an ass clown like that? I mean, he doesn't want to go hang out at the party. He doesn't want to go do anything. He hates everybody. He hates everything. He just bitches and moans throughout this whole movie. I don't know how the heck he got to go up to heaven at the end, but he shouldn't have got to. He should have got raped by that big demon monster. But yeah, Danny McBride, dude, he makes this movie. Him and James Franco, they're the two best people in this movie. Man, they are so funny. When they're arguing back and forth about jerking off, you got iPads built into the wall, and you still got these porno mags, and you're jerking off like a pilgrim. Dude, I was like crying, laughing. I had forgotten all about that scene. Oh, God, that was funny. And like when they very first introduced Danny McBride, and he's like in the bathtub, and they're playing the Cypress Hill song, when the shit goes down, he comes walking out. Oh, man, it's just so good. It's so good. I love the music in this movie. They got some good tracks. That MIA, Paper Planes, I love that song. I usually don't listen to rap. I do every now and then, but I do like that song, and it fits this movie perfectly. Yeah, this is funny. I like pretty much all the characters are hilarious. Just a bunch of just pretentious actors getting together, and they're clueless about everything. Hermione just stole all her shit. God, you're looking rapey. You look rapey. I'm not rapey. Yeah, it's fun. Man, I'm telling you, this is a funny movie. I like it. I think it's highly underrated for how funny it is. I don't know. I think it's funny. I enjoyed it. I love when Danny McBride like pisses all over the toilet, and then he like lifts his boot up and just rubs his boot on the edge of the toilet seat, like that's gonna clean it. But don't lie. We've all done that. I've done that. You just take your shoe and you kind of rub your shoe on there and it doesn't really do anything, but at least you tried. Okay, we've all done, every man has done that before. But anyways, I love that movie. So funny. Let me get out my notes here so I don't miss anything. That's not my notes. My notes are over here. Let's get into the next one. Matt Damon in The Great Wall. And I would say that this is slightly above average. It didn't completely suck. And the more I watched it, the more I got into the movie, the better it got. When I first tried to watch this, it was at night, and I knew I was going to probably fall asleep, and I was kind of dozing in and out. And I remember I woke up after a few minutes of being asleep, so I kind of missed some of the story. And I just woke up to like a big battle scene where like the people who were defending the wall were fighting off all these green monsters coming, and they're trying to fight their way up the wall. And it was like the chicks were jumping off the edge of the wall, like on bungee cords with big, I don't know, spears. And they'd like bungee down and like stab some monsters and then bungee back up. And I was like, oh my God, this is dumb. I was like, this is atrocious. Oh man, I didn't even really want to watch the rest of it. However, the next day, I kind of rewound it back to where I had fallen asleep and started watching it again. And I mean, it was still kind of goofy, but I give them, points for being original. Like they had a lot of original ways of defending the wall that were kind of cool. But yeah, the chick in that who ended up being the commander of the entire army, of course, because she's a woman. So of course she's going to be the commander of the entire freaking army. Dude, her face was so smooth. She looked like a character out of a Final Fantasy game. She looked like some, I don't know, just like gaming character out of a game. She didn't even look real. Her face was so, I don't know. I mean, she wasn't ugly or nothing, but it was good. I think Matt Damon did a good job. He's always pretty solid. I mean, I don't know, like Good Will Hunting and stuff. I actually walked out of the theater during that movie. I thought it was so terrible. So he's done some stinkers, but he was pretty good in this. I enjoyed his character, but it just had to have that like whole girl power thing. Like, yay, girls can do anything a man can do. No, you can't. It's physics. You can't. Because at the end of this, which was really cool too, the people that were saying that this movie was good and it had good visual effects, that I would agree with that. It was real visual, especially at the end when they were like in this, I don't know, big tower that had like stained glass windows going all around and the light was coming through and it was like super colorful and everything. That looked pretty awesome on Blu-ray. But yeah, at the end, like Matt Damon fell off that big tower thing and she reaches down and grabs him with one arm and is like holding him up with one arm. This little 85-pound Asian girl is holding up Matt Damon with one arm and she saves him from falling to his death. You heard that right. She grabs him out of the midair and like saves him, holds onto him with one arm. Dude, that could never happen. In reality, that would never happen, ever. I don't care. Dude, maybe if you're like China or something from the WWE, maybe you could hold on to, some little 100-pound guy or something like that, but that's not happening. What should have happened is Matt Damon should have grabbed her. That might have been a little more realistic. So yeah, it was kind of goofy in that way, but overall I enjoyed it. I thought it was not a bad movie. Moving on to Assassins from 1995. And I was still in high school when this came out. I thought I had seen this. However, I don't remember any of this movie. This was all new to me. And I'm going to say right off the bat, Antonio Banderas made the movie entertaining. Sylvester Stallone was pretty flat. His character really wasn't that exciting. Really didn't show a lot of emotion. Was kind of just even keel. Really wasn't that entertaining of a character for him. However, Antonio Banderas, man, he made his character interesting. Some of the stuff he was saying, pretty funny. But yeah, and it's got Julianne Moore back when she was hot for like that 1 year when she was actually hot, back when she was a lot younger. I'm just not a fan of hers at all. I don't know. I just don't like looking at her face for some reason. She is such a liberal white woman in this movie. She thinks she's running shit. Man, she's got it all figured out. She's going to scam these guys. She's got her little dump truck remote control up in the vent that she's going to get the money and then drive it over to herself because she's actually chilling with her cat. She's literally the single cat lady. Is literally the character she plays, and she thinks she's got it all figured out, but then instantly when shit starts going wrong, she's like, oh my god, I just want out. I just want out. I just want my life back. It's like, well, why are you trying to scam these gangsters and stuff? Why? Who are you trying to be? You thought you were all hot shit 5 minutes ago when your little dump truck remote control was going through the vent. You thought you were badass, but now when shit went sour on you and these guys were going to kill you, and of course they don't kill her because she's a woman. Literally, that's the only reason they don't kill her, because she's a woman and Sylvester Stallone has the hots for her. I was hoping Antonio Banderas would have killed her. Honestly, I was like, yeah, just put her out of her misery. And it's so dumb. There's so many just liberal little things they had to stick in. Like at the end, Sylvester Stallone makes the comment, well, it's a woman's intuition. They're always right. Oh yeah, she was right. That's why she couldn't do shit correctly throughout this whole movie. He's like, dude, we got to stay in the hotel room. We got to hide out from Antonio Banderas. He's trying to kill you. And she's looking out the balcony because they're like in Spain or some shit and they're having the parade of the Day of the Dead. Can we go down there to the parade? And he's like, no, we need to stay up here in the hotel. She's like, well, I want to go down there. So she sneaks off and goes down there, nearly gets herself killed just to go walk in the parade that she doesn't know anything about. What a fucking retard. And then at the end, she's supposed to go up and find Antonio Banderas' rifle when he leaves his little spot because he's trying to take out Sylvester Stallone. She can't find it. Her dumb ass falls through the floor. And she's like all stuck up to her chest. Oh, I'm all stuck in the floor. Idiot. Oh yeah, that's a woman's intuition right there. You fell through the fucking floor. So stupid, man. And then at another point, they're getting served by this waitress, and she's got this big, it just says pro-choice on her shirt, all big. Why did you have to put that in the movie? Is that your little messaging? We're cool with killing unborn babies? I mean, really, I'm not for or against that. I really don't care, because you know why? Because I'm a man and I'm never going to get pregnant, so it's never going to be a problem of mine. I'm never going to have the choice to murder a baby or not murder a baby. Okay, I'm never going to have to face that, so therefore I'm kind of neutral on the issue. But it's just so stupid. I hate when they have to shoehorn crap like that into the movie. Like, dude, why? Really? Pro-choice? Oh, shut the hell up. No tip for you. Moving on. Next, we've got The Campaign with Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell. And oh my goodness, this is a funny movie. I don't care what the critics say. I don't care what anybody says. I was literally laughing out loud during scenes of this. I'd seen it before, but I didn't really remember like every little bit of it. I mean, it all came back when I watched it again. But dude, Will Ferrell, he is the perfect guy to play that character. Literally, you couldn't cast that any better. He is so perfect for just the ridiculous shit that he says. Being the politician, the look, everything. He plays it so good. Zach Galifianakis really doesn't have a lot of comedic parts in it. I mean, he's got a few parts, but he's definitely not as funny as Will Ferrell in this. I had forgotten all about the scene where Will Ferrell punches the baby in the face. Oh my God, I was laughing out loud so hard at that. Whoa. Like the look on his face when he's like connecting with the baby's face. They just show it slow motion. Just jacks that baby's face so hard. Then later he's like, how come no one's asking me about my hand? I punched the iron jaw of that baby. My hand is hurting. He's like, I want to punch that baby again right now just for all this. So funny. And Jason Sudeikis, his character was pretty good too. He was like Will Ferrell's campaign manager. And they're talking about that like obscene phone call that he made. He's like, look at your poll numbers. You're doing good, and then here's the phone call, and now we're going down. He's like, well, I don't get it. You just turn the graph on its side and it looks good. He's like, no, look at it. He's like, he's like doing the little guy from The Price is Right going up the hill. Phone call down. So, yeah, it was good, man. This movie was, man, highly entertaining. I think this is funny. I give it definitely 2 thumbs up. Hilarious. And some of the stuff that they were saying in that movie, it's crazy how much has changed since, 2012 or whenever that came out. It's crazy because those Mach brothers, who were like the billionaires who were trying to control the candidates so they could open up their sweatshops and stuff. And they're just like, dude, you better do what we say or else we're going to make half this county think that you're a Marxist. Like, that's a bad thing back then. Like, saying that you're a Marxist is going to do damage to your campaign. Now that's what the left is running on, is being Marxists. Like, that is their party now. It's just, so it's like crazy. And then another thing where, Will Ferrell's like, dude, he's got a mustache. He's like, you know who else has mustaches? It's the Taliban. He's like, is he part of the Taliban? He just starts accusing him of being a member of the Taliban. And they're doing the debate, and he's like, are you going to take the lie detector test? You going to take the lie detector test? Just like pulling shit out. It reminds me of all the Nazi talk. It's exactly, it's like, just accuse the other guy of being a Nazi. You have no evidence of that whatsoever, but hey, he's a Nazi. And they just say it over and over and over again, and people start believing it. So it really was an interesting movie to watch. Highly enjoyable. I love it. And then last on the list here, White House Down with Channing Tatum and the Black President, Jamie Foxx. I like this movie. I mean, I thought I had seen this too. Nope, hadn't ever seen this. Like, what's the movie that starts out where it's like the White House is getting attacked and like people are just getting shot like crazy and like these people infiltrate the I thought that was this, where they infiltrate the White House, but this was not the same movie. This should have been called like Die Hard in the White House. It had so many parallels to the original Die Hard. It's not even funny. Not like where the bad guys find out that, they've got the rogue, guy that's messing up their plans. They've got his loved one as a hostage. They discover that and they use that against him. Just like, in Die Hard, they used Holly against Bruce Willis They're like, oh yeah, we got your wife here. And in this one, they're like, yeah, we got your kid. And just so many parallels to Die Hard, which, I mean, I'm not complaining about. I love Die Hard. I think it's one of the best action movies from the 80s, period. The first Die Hard was unbelievable. When I first saw it, dang, I was like, this is amazing. But yeah, I'm not kidding. Channing Tatum probably goes through about 10 glass windows / glass doors. Dude, he probably outruns 500 rounds from machine guns. And then he just jumps through like a bunch of glass, and he doesn't die. But yeah, I thought this was a good movie. Action packed, pretty good story. I liked it. It's a good action movie. I don't know what else you could ask for. It's pretty good. Jamie Foxx did it. He did a good job too. I mean, when you see he's like the black president, you're just like, oh my God. You just kind of like roll your eyes at that. But he did it well, and I liked it. So cool, yeah, good movie. Glad I got that. Glad I watched it. And the reason that I chose that is because my cats had pulled that movie out of my collection and were like batting it around. So I was like, oh, is this the one you want me to watch? I was like, okay, I'll watch it then. But anyways, that's going to conclude the movie reviews. Let's get into the new Blu-ray pickups. And I think I got 6 of them here. And I'm still waiting on today's mail. Something's going on. It's late. But the first one here, don't laugh. Pitch Perfect. Or go ahead and laugh, because this movie is hilarious. I know it's kind of a chick flick type thing. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say this is a guy's movie necessarily, but this movie is funny. I love it. I love the cast. I can see your toner through your pants. What does that even mean? It's funny. And then the all-male a cappella group, those guys are funny too. Old dudes. Old dudes. So yeah, I got that for cheap. Glad I picked it up. I don't really know if I need parts 2 and 3. I think part 1 is enough. It's the best one. The fat chick, man, she's got the burrito on her back of her ear. She's like, you got burrito on your ear. She's like, I know, it fuels my hate fire. Or whatever she says. Pretty good. Yeah. Pitch Perfect is a funny movie. And I remember a while ago, I tried to show that to my parents like years and years and years ago. And they did not laugh. They did not laugh one time. They did not get it. They didn't think it was funny. I was like, okay, well, my bad. Let's just turn this off halfway through because you're not thinking it's as funny as I did. I don't know. I liked it. And what's her name? What's the main star's name? Anna Kendrick. She ain't hard to look at. She ain't hard to look at all. Woo! Next on the list here, Pacific Rim. And this was one that I was originally probably not going to get. However, in one of the other movies I was watching, they had a preview for this. And I was like, that looks pretty cool, actually. Like, I've seen this once a long time ago. But it looked really good on the Blu-ray preview. So I'm like, yeah, let's get it. And it was like super cheap. So yeah, movies like this, man, you can get a movie like this really easy off Vinted. There's probably like 3 or 4 copies of it for sale. So yeah, Pacific Rim. I don't know if I'm going to get the sequel or not. Maybe if I see it come through for like $2, I might grab it. But for right now, part 1 is enough. Like, I can't get Robot Jocks on Blu-ray. It's too expensive. I mean, I can get it, but it's like really expensive. So for now, Pacific Rim is going to have to do. It's going to have to do. And then next here is Sicario. And I have never seen this before. I know, shame on me, but I've heard good things about it. So I'm excited to watch it. It's got Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin, Emily Blunt. So yeah, not bad. Got some good actors in there. Okay, moving on now to a James Cameron movie, Sanctum. And I just love the scenery in this movie. I love that they're in the cave. It is so beautiful. Just where they're at, the setting and everything. It's amazing. The discs are in mint condition. Yeah, this whole round of movies, all these were in like mint condition. I didn't even have to clean a single disc. I didn't have to replace a case. I didn't even have to wipe down any of the cases because they all, like all these movies that I'm going over, came in such good condition. I'm getting a little better at being able to determine if a movie's going to be good or all beat up and stuff. I'm getting better at picking up the little telltale signs here and there, stuff to look for. But yeah, Sanctum. I am really excited to watch this on Blu-ray. I think it's going to look amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it on DVD. So in 1080, it's going to look even better. That's a good movie. It's a good movie. Okay, got 2 left. Hurt Locker, a near perfect movie. I have seen this once before. However, I don't really remember anything about it. I just remember he's like, I don't know, de-arming bombs at the beginning. Like they're over there in some Middle Eastern country and he's like de-arming bombs. I don't know. He's some bomb guy. That's really all I remember. So this is going to be kind of a new viewing. But I like war movies. I thought that I needed to have this in my collection. And this, again, this is one that there's probably like 5 or 6 copies available on Vinted. Yeah, if you want some movies, man, there are so many of them being sold there. Like Magic Mike. Oh my God, there's probably like 20 copies of Magic Mike up for sale. There's a whole bunch of like Disney cartoons like Aladdin and The Lion King and stuff like that. Just I'm really not into those. But yeah, some movies are easy to get. I think when I got that Christmas Vacation, there was like 5 to pick from. Like 5 different people had the movie for sale. But this last one here, this is the one I am the most excited for. I am so happy I got this. Check it out. Indiana Jones Blu-ray, the 4 movie set. Yeah, this does not have the Dialysis of Destiny, the 5th movie, the most recent one. Doesn't have that one, but it's got the other 4. This is unopened, brand spanking new, mint condition. I mean, these corners are perfect. I guarantee you, even if I would have ordered this from Amazon, it would not have come in this good of condition. And guess how much I paid for this? $14 plus tax and shipping. It was like 15 something. This thing is like $35 on Amazon. So yeah, this is one that I had on my big list. I was wanting to get the Indiana Jones set. Really, I only wanted the first 3 movies. Those are really the only ones I actually care about. But this had the 4th one in it too. And for $14, I was like, oh my God. I was just keeping my fingers crossed that this wasn't going to get all damaged in shipping. But no, it didn't. Because the people that send these movies, they do a 10 times better job than Amazon does. This thing was all wrapped in bubble wrap. Dude, it was, yeah. People send their stuff with a lot more care, tender, loving care than Amazon does. Amazon just throws in a little paper bag and sends it to you and it gets all trashed and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is so cool. And now that I have recorded this video, I can go ahead and open this and watch Raiders of the Lost Ark because I've been wanting to watch that. But I was like, dude, I got to do this video first. But how cool is that? I mean, look at that. I love this box set. This is nice. This is really nice. And this actually has an entire bonus disc. This is a 5-disc set. And it's got all these documentaries and stuff. But yeah. I mean, maybe one day if I see the Dialysis of Destiny, for like $2, maybe I'll get it just to complete the set. Yes, I know it's called the Dial of Destiny, but the dude is so freaking old in that movie, it might as well just be called the Dialysis of Destiny. I just heard the worst things ever about that movie. Like his feminist granddaughter has to always save him from these dangerous situations and stuff, and like they just totally emasculate Harrison Ford in the movie. They make Indiana Jones look like a total dweeb. Just not something I was interested in. I could barely get through part 4. I think I slept through like half of it. I didn't even think part 4 was that good. But the first 3, classics. Classics. And in part 3, when they're showing the young Indiana Jones, they filmed all those pretty scenes. Like, it looks like they're in Utah. Those were all filmed in Arches National Park. Like, I could totally tell exactly where they were in Arches National Park. So that's kind of a cool factoid. Yeah, when I was a little kid, we went out to Arches National Park and I tried to climb up Double Arch and I got stuck way up there and my dad had to like talk me down. I mean, I thought I was going to slide right off and die. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I hiked way up these rocks and I got stuck up there and I started freaking out. And you can see that exact spot in the movie. It's pretty cool. I do love the original Indiana Jones movies. I'm excited to watch these on Blu-ray. I'm pumped. I'm so glad I got this for like $15, man. You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. What a great deal. But anyways, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, y'all, peace.